Okay, so basically, this is your front desk. This is where all of your open tickets are stored based on the ticket status. So you have scheduled up top, estimate if it's just an estimate. Once you know you're working on the job, you can change the status to approved. These will be all the jobs you know you're working on. If you have a part, out on order and you process the delivery, you can change the status to delivery so you know these you're waiting for. Finished is when you're finished with the job and you're just waiting for payment. So you'll know this is where all of your tickets that are done and just sitting there waiting for payment. Once you mark a ticket as paid, they'll show up in the paid column. And we also have a new, it's like our accounts receivable feature, which is payment due. So if you have any charge accounts, you can actually have that sale run through your next end of day for that day, but it'll create a copy of that ticket um, to keep open until you do receive the payment. And the original ticket number is referenced in the note field here. And then, of course, all shows all of your tickets. So we'll begin by creating a ticket. So you go on the bottom. Down here you see create ticket. All right, click on that. And you can search by last name, phone number, zip code, plate, etc. Um, so as you start building your customer base, just type in, as close as you want, and anything related or, that similar to that will come up. So we're going to do Kathy Drake. And so you have the customer information on the top, vehicle information on the bottom. If you need to add a new customer, it's right here in the center. You can edit a customer, view the history, or even delete a customer. So we're going to do her Ford Crown Victoria. And same with the vehicles. Down here you can add a new vehicle. If she got a new vehicle, you can edit any of the vehicle information, switch ownership, view the history of just this vehicle, or delete it. We're going to create a ticket. What was that? Well, the history feature allows you to view all of the tickets that you've ever done. Without the full history, you can only see the last three tickets that you did for each customer. Yeah. So, but Baymaster tracks the services that you do, like your oil changes and your inspections, and you can run reports and send notices on services that are due. So, all right. So on the bottom here, we'll click Create Ticket. All right. So this is like the front of your ticket. You have the customer information up here on the top left, vehicle information on the top right. Um, the status field here, this is where you would change your ticket status to approved or delivery started, finished, whichever. Um, it always notes what date the ticket was created. So we'll start with, we'll do a repair. And you can also get your part vendors set up in Baymaster so you can order directly from the program. So we'll go to Speedy Cat, we'll do belts and cooling, and save. So now this, because it's set up with my Speedy Cat vendor, it's going to automatically open up to that vendor. So now I'm going to click belts, and we'll do serpentine belt. And so this will show all of their availability. The little magnifying glass here will actually open up another tab and show you a picture of the part with any related documents, warranty information, technical bulletins. You have the product specs information and any OE cross-reference numbers. This page can be printed too if you need to. So we'll close that. And then you have to have a vendor set up, it's $7.50 a month for each one that you have set up. Well, it depends on the features that you need. Like, what features do you need? Like, what do you need to be able to do? So I'm just showing you the options that you have. But the base program starts at $50 a month. And then each additional feature, most of them are $7.50. You can just add on what extras you need. And you have the option of going on the cloud, where there is a cloud fee as well, or you can stay just locally installed on your computer, but you would be responsible for doing your backups, and if anything ever happens to your computer, you would be the only one that can restore your data. But you do have the option of the cloud or not. Alright, so this shows you the manufacturer and the item number. If you have our optional inventory feature, it'll even let you know if you have any of this part in your inventory. So, and then you have availability, your costs that you have set up with that vendor, the margins as it's set up in the program, and then you have your sell price, your list price, and any core. You can set it to, if you want it to default to sell price or list price, the program you can set that. So we'll just do this right here. We'll select this. And we also have motor options where you can get like the motor labor guides, the um, diagnostic trouble codes, repair procedures, all the specs that you need. If you have the labor guides, you can actually grab your labor right from here. You can click labor, and you have S for standard, V for severe, and W for warranty. So we'll just do standard. And you can actually save, if I was actually ordering a part, you can actually click save and order, and it'll send that order directly to your vendor. But if you just save like an estimate, you can click save only. So now that will automatically put all the part and labor information on the ticket for me. Got the parts at the top, labor on the bottom. If you didn't have a vendor set up, you can just click here, enter your part number, enter your description, the quantity, um, the retail price that you're going to charge the customer. But this calculator here, you can actually open this up and put in your cost, and based on the margins, it'll give you a suggested retail price, which you can change. You can modify all of these fields in here to charge whatever you want. And then we click ticket to go back to the ticket. So now, like with our canned jobs feature, you can create canned jobs that, like will automatically appear on the ticket how you want them. So for example, let's do an oil change. We'll click LOF, and we'll do $49.99 and save. Again, this is going to open directly into uh, my parts supplier, but I have it set up to not only look for an oil filter, but also an air filter and a fuel filter as well. So it'll pull up all this information automatically for me. There's air filter, there's oil filter, and fuel filter. Okay, so let's just say we're going to order this fuel filter. We'll get this oil filter and air filter. Let's see, 229. So now if you want to add labor, because the labor for the oil change, the oil filter is included, but the air filter and the fuel filter are not. So if we click that, do standard for that, fuel filter labor, standard, and again click save only. Now another part of our motor tech options is the quick lube feature. So with the quick lube feature, based on the vehicle that's on the ticket, it'll let you know exactly how many quarts are recommended for that vehicle, any temperature ranges, or specific weights that are suggested for this vehicle. So we're going to do 5W20. This will show you what you have in inventory if you have the inventory feature. So 5W20. Now it's going to ask how many quarts I'm going to charge the customer. Now this oil change package is set to include up to 5 quarts of oil and an oil filter up to $13. Anything over will be added as like an upgrade or an additional quantity. So we're going to charge them for 6. So it automatically has the 5 that are included, and then it adds that other one that's additional. Same thing with the oil filter. $13.99, so 99 cents. It adds as like an upgrade. Then you have your labor information on the bottom. If there's something that they don't want to have done, like say they don't want to have the air filter done today, you can just hit the X all the way on the right and delete that line. And same thing for the labor, just delete the labor for the air filter. Then you can click ticket, and now you're creating your estimate. We also have like a texting feature where you can text your customers. These are all optional for you to add on. I'll show you a preview so you can see how it's building out. So this is how the invoice will print. You have your shop information up here with your address, ticket number. Now, with the estimate, if it's set as new or estimate, it'll show estimate. Once you change the ticket status to approved, it'll change this to work order number. And then once you mark it as in or finished, meaning it's done, then it'll change it to a work order number. No, not work order number, invoice number. So, and then you have your different work groups, any surcharges. You can choose to have your surcharges print like their own work group up here, or only on the bottom you have that option. You have your disclaimer. Any vehicle recommendations will print on the ticket as well. And we'll close that. Do you have any questions at this time? Anything I didn't go over? Any other features you want to see, like the motor options, texting, digital inspections? So if you want, I can get you set up with a free trial, uh, for 2 weeks. Actually, let me see. Um, when did you call in? When did I send the sales email? Yes, I am recording. Yep. Okay. I have premium auto group CT at gmail.com. Is that correct? All right, Ron. Yeah, I will. Once this uploads to YouTube, I will send this over to you. And if you want to get started on a free trial, just let me know. Okay. And you're within the 10 days. So you let me give you a demo within 10 days. So you actually, instead of 2 week trial, you actually get a 30-day trial. All right. Okay. So do you want me to just get your trial account set up, or do you want to let me know if you guys want to do one or not? Okay. 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 All right, Ron. Thank you so much for your time today. If you have any questions, all of my contact information will be in the email. Okay. You have a great day. Thank you.